Well, as I said, we've had quite a week as a family, and I'm sure you've experienced similar things, your ups and your downs, and I'm here today. I don't have the privilege of knowing a lot of you, but if you don't know who I am, by now you know I'm Britt's mom, and I'm also sort of have taken on the role as the mother of this ministry, having had started it with my husband Wes now almost 15 years ago. So, as I speak to you today, the only thing I can really do is be real with you. I have no choice. So I'm going to be transparent today, and I'm just going to minister to you what the Lord has ministered to me in the past few weeks and months and days, particularly days. And I'm going to start with this fact. Life is hard. It's hard. Life is oftentimes just messy. Life isn't easy. It can be overwhelming. There can be circumstances of life that hit you unexpectedly. It's a principle that God set himself in place in creation, which really astounds me, that something has to die for something to live. I don't understand it. I'm sure you don't. There are actually animals in the animal kingdom that are born to be food. Did you know that? I mean, they are born, actually, their cause, their purpose after they're born is to be food. Not that, oh, poor thing, he got eaten. No, their purpose for being born is to feed something else. Now, I was watching the Animal Planet this week. If you don't think I'm right, go to the Animal Planet. How many of you know that I am an animal lover to the core? So I base my facts on what they're telling me. And you can go online to animalplanet.com. So I could be a commercial for them because I love that. I love that channel. That is my heart, is animals. I love animals. But when I saw that, I thought, wow, born to be eaten. Born for a purpose, but born to be eaten. It seems kind of cruel to me. And I've come to this conclusion that life is hard and things are sometimes messy over the course of many years of ministry. At least 12 of which were spent here as pastor and dealing with critical life issues. I don't know now how many people we've had the privilege of escorting home to be with God. Some we've done funerals for who basically we don't know where they wound up, but we fall on God's mercy, and we've done those as well. We've had the privilege of joining people in holy matrimony and dedicating children, which, by the way, this week we'll have another baby added to us, so be praying for Miss Kira and David as they have their next child. And through the course of all of these different circumstances, nothing I can say is really going to change that it's just hard sometimes. I can't change it. The conclusion I've come to is that life is tough. And we struggle from the beginning to be born. How many of you know that's a struggle? You're going to come out into this world. You're going to come through that birth canal. It's going to hurt. I mean, we don't remember it, thank God. I hope you don't, but I don't. And it's a struggle. It's a journey we take. And we struggle daily. We struggle minute by minute. And then there are those joys that get us through, and then we struggle. And I've been with people as they go into the next life or the continued life, the true life. Sometimes they struggle to breathe. They don't want to give up. They're going to... If you've ever been with someone, you know that's a struggle. Now, having accepted that, now comes the but. Say but. Good, that felt good. You got something out there. But having said that and accepting it today, I will give you some points today to help you survive it. Not only that, not just survive it, but actually conquer it. And not only that, I'm going to sort of put a cherry on top and let you know that you can actually be victorious. You can actually enjoy it. I think some some of us don't want to accept that it's supposed to be hard, so we have a struggle with it in that sense. Once you accept that and say, it's supposed to kind of be that way, that's life. It's the way it was intended to be. But we have this little clause in there that I want to bring you to today. See, I'm not alone in how I feel. Jesus said this. Listen to what the Lord said. In this life or this world, you will have. You will have. He didn't say you might. He said you will have much tribulation. But then he said this, but be of good cheer, for I have overcome the world. Be of good cheer. So, yes, you can even live a life of good cheer. And hopefully, in this church, free life, hence the name, abundant life, good life, we should be living good cheer. So here we go. Before I give you Beth's survival tips, we can call it that, or maybe we should call it Beth's survival guide to living out of much experience and much more to go. Let's establish a foundation today for your survival. Turn with me to Psalm 138. Go there first, and I'm going to just give you a few points and let you go. But I believe have you got a little bulletin or a paper there they gave you when you walked in? Turn it over. If you want to take notes, now would be a good time, because I do believe the Lord, this is what I'm going to live by. So I hope that you'll join me, and I hope today you can go with me. Psalms, as I said, 138. Give you time to turn there, and I appreciate Gordon today, who's going to help us, I hope, with the scriptures. Psalm 138, and we're going to begin with verse 6. Though the Lord is on high, yet he regards the lowly, but the proud he knows from afar. Though I walk in the midst of troubles, you will revive me. You will stretch out your hand against the wrath of my enemies, and your right hand will save me. Now look, the Lord will perfect that which concerns me. The Lord will perfect that which concerns me. I thought it interesting that it says here, he regards the lowly. That means the humble. That means the person who's after his heart. He regards you. He sees you. He knows you. You're there. You're right there. He regards you. When you regard somebody, they know you've seen them, right? Jesse, I give you regards today. See there, Jesse knew. But he knows the proud, those who say, I don't need you, God. I can do it on my own. I'm out here. Don't try to help me. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do this. It's hard, but hey, I'm going to get through it. He even knows you. But he knows you from afar because you've distanced yourself. Do you see that? But he still knows you. What overwhelms me is that he still knows you. Even though you're proud, you don't want him, God still knows you. He sees you from afar off. He loves you. You're never out of his sight no matter what. If you're his child, he watches you from afar. He still loves you. And he will perfect, for those of you who he regards, for those of you who will let him, he will perfect. Now the word there means he's going to finish. He's going to accomplish in your life what you were made to do. How many of you know you were made to do something? Some of you just can't find it. You can't feel it. It's not there. This scripture tells me that it's not my job. God will perfect that thing that concerns me in 2007. Unless you know this and that you belong to God and the plan of your life also belongs to him, he's got the blueprints and you can't complete it or perfect it anyway. You can't, because only he knows it. And if you try to, you're not going to be a success. So having laid that foundation now, that you got to quit trying so hard. I would like to see some of you just let your shoulders down and relax today, because we got to quit trying so hard. God regards you. He loves you. He sees you. Even if you're not where you ought to be right now, he still sees you if you're his child. He's looking at you. So quit trying so hard, but put your faith in the fact that only he can fulfill the plan. You got to get in the right place. Having said that, and you know, you got to have Childlike faith. I watched, of course, I'm a doting grandmother, and all of you know that. I take pictures everywhere. I have my pictures today at the eye doctor. I'm sorry, not today. Last week, y'all, excuse me, we've had very little sleep. So just laugh if I say something. It'll make me feel good. Anyway, I was at the eye doctor, that's why I'm